Hey, Coach Sean here, and what we're going to talk about in this video is mindset. This is the real secret to creating lasting change. Because realistically, I can give you 20, 30, 40 different diet plans, 20, 30, 40 different workout plans, and you're still going to find that they tend to have you falling off at some point, rebounding, cheating on your diet, or not following through. This is where we create real lasting change that sticks. And this is going to be super important for you if any of these things I'm about to say apply to you or you felt, right? If you've ever lost motivation at some point, if you have cheated on your diet, if you have skipped workouts before. Where these are really going to hit home, and this is really going to make a difference, is if you struggle with confidence, believing in yourself, how you feel, self-worth, right? I self-sabotaged for years, and this is still a challenge for me. But when I've learned how to manage self-belief, if you don't believe you can sustain the results you're going to get, then you're not going to, right? If that's your thought process, it's probably going to be more likely than not to come true. And overall frustration and overwhelm. So even if you have a high level of confidence, even if you have a high level of self-worth, you're still going to get frustrated and stressed out and feel overwhelmed with information overload and, thinking, oh my God, am I doing the right thing at the right time? This other small fire in my life has popped up. Work's getting crazy. I'm going to be stuck at the office late. I don't know what's going to happen, right? If we don't tackle and manage those thoughts up front, they're going to run our lives. The hard part isn't in the knowing what to do. It's in the actual doing of it, right? The truth of the matter is that you always know the right thing to do. The hardest part is doing it. It's that simple. So let's talk about steps to building a winning mindset. Clear vision. What is your goal? Where do you picture yourself inside and outside, physically, emotionally, mentally? What is your goal? Where do you want to be? Because this is all ties together. If we're talking about losing body fat, that's going to affect how you think and look at the world. Why do you want it? I can't drive this home hard enough, okay? Why do you aspire to be 10% body fat with ripped abs and more confidence? Why is that so important to you? Do you want to be attractive to someone around you? Do you want to get noticed? Do you want people to respect you more? It's for a feeling, right? It's not because it sounds good on paper. It's because it makes us feel a certain way, right? We want that feeling. That's what makes all the difference. And what will it change in your life? How will you walking around 30 pounds lighter, wearing clothes that fit great on you, and consciously, effortlessly choosing healthy options after having a great workout that morning that you didn't miss? How is that going to change your life? What is that going to do for how you feel about yourself, how you look at the world, how you interact with others, how you interact with your friends, how you interact with your family? That's going to change everything, right? Wouldn't you agree? How committed are you? This is the second thing. How honestly committed are you? Because we could talk a big talk, but we still got to walk the path. Okay, so look at it this way. Let's say we're talking about eating right, okay? Friday night rolls around and there's pizza in front of us, or we're at a social gathering and we already ate because we were proactive about the situation. We knew it was coming. And then we see our trigger food, our favorite food sitting right there in front of us. Or maybe you're really doing everything you can to stick to your plan and there's alcohol right in front of you. So the question you have to ask is, what happens if you choose that just this one time? And then the next time? Because you know that's what it's going to be like, right? Now, if you don't make the change and you don't build the habit and fight the resistance that whatever that trigger food or the opportunity to not fall through is going to present itself, and you choose the lesser path, is that gonna what's that gonna mean for your life? Are you gonna look in the mirror 6 months from now feeling like a failure because you committed to becoming better and you didn't follow through because maybe you didn't want to take responsibility or you didn't believe you could do it, right? See how this all ties together? You have to believe and then you have to be committed. And it is not easy. It should not be easy because easy has gotten us to where we are today, right? Maybe out of shape, overweight, unhappy with that. Okay, let's make a change. So what's holding you back? Honestly, what is stopping you from having success in losing weight, regaining energy, following through, staying committed? Someday will you have beer? Absolutely. Someday will you have whatever your favorite trigger food? Maybe you like pizza. Maybe you like burgers from Five Guys. Cool. Rock it. There's going to be a time and a place for that. And we talked about that in your nutrition. Okay. Right now, though, you have a goal. You have something you're focused on. And every time you sacrifice for the higher path, you build more strength internally and mentally to sticking through, creating lasting change and healthy habits. Every time you choose a lesser path, you take a couple steps back. You fall back down the rope, right? Why have you failed before? Because we all have. We've all committed, whether we're talking about health and fitness and wellness, the odds are I've fallen off. Last year this time, I gained 30 pounds. I didn't work out for 4 months. I was depressed, and that was a choice. I chose. I take full responsibility for that because I chose everything that led me to that point. That didn't happen overnight, right? I remember I went through a period where a bunch of shit happened in my life, and I coped by eating and not working out distinctly. And then I did a crash diet to try to bounce back from that. And guess what? It didn't work, and I felt worse about myself. And then the cycle continued because my hormones were all screwed up, okay? And I wasn't sleeping. I was living off caffeine. So why have you failed before? Is that going to be what causes you to fail again? No, absolutely not. So we need to build the winning mindset because realistically, even though you're going to get great results from this program, let's say you follow through for 12 weeks. Do you really want to be that guy that does the thing for 12 weeks, celebrates, goes crazy after, and then you're back where you were before today, worse off after having gotten to the top of the mountain? No, you don't want that. You want to get to the top of the mountain. You want to build a home for yourself, for your mindset, right? You need to elevate your life game. You need to take it to the next level for yourself because you deserve it, and you know that. So how do we do this? Now you're gonna need to trust me on this because this may be something that you have heard and haven't really taken action on, and you think might work, or you might think I'm crazy. I don't really care. The bottom line is this stuff works, right? Every successful entrepreneur uses these strategies to build a winning mindset. Every successful bodybuilder, I'm giving you extreme examples, but why don't we model the people that are most successful in this world, right? Daily reminders to ourselves. Do we reaffirm our goals to ourselves? Do we read them aloud? Do we read them at all? Do we write them at all? Right? Positive affirmations. What positive things do we say to ourselves? I'll tell you what, the media is saying a lot of negative things to us, right? Any given moment, okay? On top of that, we do a lot of negative self-talk. Let's say we cheat on our diet. Do we say positive things to ourselves? Whether it means to, are our thoughts good or are they bad, right? They're self-defeating, okay? Or as we are looking at, possibly cheating, are those positive things or are those negative things? That's a choice. It's not easy, but we can choose the thoughts that we feed ourselves, all right? What are we visualizing for ourselves? Where are we picturing ourselves? Where do we want to be? If we don't know where we're going, where we're going to go. We're going to go where the world chooses to take us, right? This applies to our life, if we're in business, our careers, right? But most importantly, our health, fitness, wellness, and what we see on the outside. Because what we see on the outside is a reflection of what we see and what we do and how we feel on the inside. Positive self-talk. I don't care if you're looking at me right now like I'm some crazy emotional guy and talking a bunch of juju, right? This stuff works, okay? Because you're doing it right now. You're hopefully speaking positively to yourself at this moment. If not, here's the thing: how do we get positive self-talk going? Are we asking the right questions? Okay, so let's say opportunity to skip a workout or to binge or to overeat or eat crap that we know is going to only push us back, only make us feel worse after we enjoy it for that moment of instant gratification. ask ourselves these questions. What happens if I don't take action? What happens if I skip this workout today? I'll have to make it up later. Is that going to happen? No. That never happens, really, right? Unless it's like a death in the family or something. You need to prioritize yourself and make a commitment and follow through with it, right? Because we can all half commit and half-ass it and get half-ass results at best, okay? So what happens if I don't take action? Well, you tell me. I think you know the answer to this. And remind yourself, how will I feel once I reach my goal? What's that going to change in my life? Ask yourself that question. It will bring out the positive, awesome, emotional reasons why you're doing what you're doing. And you're going to say, no, screw that. I'm not missing this workout. I remember what the person was like that did that. I remember that guy. I was that guy. I'm not that guy anymore, right? The more you have that winning attitude, the more successful you're going to be, plain and simple. So how do you build a daily success mindset plan? Okay, this is how I start my day every single day, and I feel freaking awesome. Days I don't do this, which do not come anymore, I haven't missed this for probably a month and a half. Okay, meditation. I spend 10 to 20 minutes meditating. The reason why, because I'm a lot calmer throughout my day. I'm far less reactive to things that happen, good or bad. Okay, I have a calmer mind. I'm less anxious. There's less crazy. Am I doing the right thing? The doubt doesn't kick in as much. I just trust the process a lot easier when I'm following a nutrition plan or when I'm doing something in my business that it causes me to stretch outside of my comfort zone, right? I'm calmer. I'm more relaxed. I enjoy and appreciate things more. And it minimizes, if not sometimes eliminates, self-talk, negative self-talk. Journaling is something that I do every day now. I write 2 to 3 paragraphs, my thoughts in the minute that I wake up, what's going on in my mind. And sometimes they're great, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're motivating, sometimes they're self-defeating. Either way, I get them out and reflect, okay? And then I rewrite and review my goals. What are the 3 things I'm focused on right now? Why do I want them? And what's that going to change for me? Emotion, right? Emotion pushes us to do stuff that we sometimes don't want to do, or drives us to do stuff that we really want to do. And what are you grateful for? If you reframe your thinking to what you have to be grateful for, maybe we can just appreciate that we have clean water and we don't need to go fetch it an hour away and potentially get diarrhea because there may be a parasite in the water, right? That's pretty awesome. I'd love being able to hop into a hot shower without having to think about it. That's great. That's something to be grateful for. Not everyone has it in this world. I've been in places in the world where that doesn't exist. Positive affirmations. Yes, I talk to myself and I do it in the present tense because it only makes sense, right? Relevant to our goals and the person we want to be. So, example of this, I am 185 pounds, lean, healthy, and more confident than I have ever been in my life. That's pretty powerful, right? If we tell ourselves that, I sound like a crazy person. I don't really care if you feel that way. This stuff works, and I can promise it works. All of these habits they come from successful people in different areas of life. And visualization. Imagine how would the man we want to be act? What would he do? Think of it this way. When you think of someone that's successful that you look up to and aspire to, how would they act in the situation that you are challenged with, right? So, try to think of an example. Someone I look up to. I actually aspired to Arnold Schwarzenegger a lot, right? Because he didn't make the best personal decisions in the most recent years. But I'll tell you what, that guy had absolutely nothing and built something incredible out of his life, right? Success-wise, what he determined success. That's awesome. He came from a communist country, was one of the best bodybuilders, if not the best bodybuilder ever, and then he became one of the top paid movie stars, and then a freaking politician in a foreign country, right, where he is not a citizen or a born citizen. That's pretty incredible, right? How would he act when there's if he was trying to get as lean as possible? Like, albeit he's a bodybuilder, if he was trying to get as lean as possible, and someone put cupcakes in front of him, what do you think he would do? He would probably slap him across the face, right? The point is, we look up to him, or you may have someone else that's different in your life. What would they choose? You know, maybe to get the motion going in this sense, you might need to relate that to work ethic in business, or work ethic in the commitment to their family. When would they take the higher path, right? Because then we could become that person if we just act as if. Look, this is a process. It's not overnight success. It's not overnight transformation. When you doubt yourself with frustration and lack of motivation, because at some point it will kick in, remind yourself why you're doing this and what it will change in your life. That's powerful, right? How will that make you feel? Imagine how you will feel once you reach your goal. Or you may feel more confident, more attractive, with more energy. And you're going to go on more dates and find that incredible woman that you've always wanted, right? Or maybe you're going to feel like you have more energy to play with your kids if you have kids and you have a family, okay? Maybe you're going to be the man that's an example for those around you at work, your peers, your coworkers, your family, your friends that are unhealthy. And you're going to feel like a leader and a champion because you've inspired them to take their lives more seriously when it comes to health, fitness, wellness. But here's the biggest secret that I've learned is we don't need to wait to feel that way, right? If we feel like losing weight is going to make us more confident, then that's great, but we don't need to wait to feel confident. If we start doing the habits that are going to build us to that weight loss point, guess what? Rock confidence right now, because you have no reason. You don't have a reason not to. Okay. Look at it this way. If that's going to make you feel that way once you reach it, great. Enjoy that feeling now, and disassociate needing to have an external event occur to feel good inside. Because if we feel good inside, tell you what, those times when you are feeling frustration, doubt, and lack of motivation, if you consciously and actively are choosing to feel good and confident and full of energy, it's gonna be a heck of a lot easier to resist those negative feelings that are gonna come up at some point when in your nutrition or when things are tested. Okay, you'll get there. You'll get the physical outer world appearance at some point. You will get there, but choose the good feeling now and enjoy the process. This will make it a lot more bearable. Success and a higher standard is a choice when it comes down to it. Same actions, habits, and attitudes is going to get you the same damn result, right? We've seen this, we've done this, we've all done a diet, we've all started a training plan, we've all fallen off, okay? If we follow the same vicious repeating cycle and patterns, it's going to be the same freaking story over and over again. Choose the higher path, be the better man. Not every day is going to be perfect, you're going to fall off at some point, but if you choose the higher path 9 times out of 10, you're going to be a hell of a lot more successful than if you choose it half the time. You're not going to get anywhere that way. Imagine the man you want to be and look up to them right freaking now. Don't wait. We excel in our careers. We excel in business if we own a business. Why the hell do we not do that for ourselves and let that come from within? Take daily action on conditioning our mindset, confidence, outlook on life with these principles I've laid out for you because they work. They all work. You just have to do it, just like showing up for the workout, right? If you show up for one workout, you don't lose 5 pounds. You show up 3 times a week for 12 weeks and you eat right, you're going to get great results. Just like this, if you wake up every day, you're going to have better days and you're going to set yourself up for success in every area of your life. It's a choice. Every action we do or fail to do takes us either closer to our goals or further away from them. There's no standing still. Time is constantly moving, so why don't we take actions that take us forward with time? And as we become better, everything else in our lives does too. You could probably agree with me that if you lean out, lose body fat a healthy way, you feel better, you have more energy, you're stronger, things are easier in your day, that you're going to have better relationships with others. You're going to be more successful in work. You're going to want to get up early. You're not going to be depressed or frustrated or lacking motivation to get off the damn couch, right? I'm speaking very passionately about this because this is how I feel, okay? But I'm not feeling into this presentation right now. But the point, that goes hand in hand with this. I chose to start leading men. and helping them, be the man they want to be in this sense with health, fitness, and wellness. I know it's going to improve other areas of your life, and that gets me fired up. So your action steps with this, it's really quite simple. Invest in a simple journal. Any notebook will do. It does not need to be a $40 planner with dates already put in. Okay. Find a time commitment for yourself. 30 to 60 minutes before the world starts is the best time. Because if you put this off just like your workouts, there's a hint right there. If you put this off just like your workouts sometimes, it's not going to get done. You must make this a priority. And I can tell you, I can give you 20 more workout plans to follow that work. But this shit is going to change your life if you follow through with this. If you choose to. It is a choice. Check off your daily rituals. Meditate. Journal. Your gratitude. Positive affirmations. Goals and visualization. And I may sound like a crazy person. I don't really care. If you implement this into your life, this 12-week program will change your life. It will not just get you a quick fix result at the end of 12 weeks where you just rebound to the old person you were, right? Get started, take action. Let's get the training, guys.